Okay.
All right, Coach, we're back.
Okay.
Okay, folks, we apologize. We're going to start right here from the top. This is the South 78 Football Show brought to you by the Good Eatin here in Byram, Mississippi. That's where we are right now live, the Good Eatin in Byram. If you are in the area, stop by and get you some food here.
That's right.
The Good Eatin. We appreciate them partnering with us on this show. I'm right here with Coach Chris Thickpin, head coach of the Terry Bulldogs, a team who is coming off a 2-0 start to this season after beating the Canton Tigers on the road 33-13. Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
The win over Canton was an impressive one. You were without your star running back, Rondé Baker, but you're able to show the versatility of your offense in this ball game, 33-13 win.
Yeah, I thought it was a great response by our team, and especially by our offense. You know, to have a guy week one that scored 5 touchdowns, and then you come back the next week against a playoff 6A team and find a way to, score, put 33 points on the game on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Was impressive. I was really hoping we could get to 40, and we came up short with that, but. A guy we've been knowing about since the spring. We knew he would do well, in Brandon Duplexes. He came to us from North Pike, and Rondé ironically got hurt this time last Wednesday at the end of practice. So Wednesday is our last really full practice. Thursday we have a walkthrough. So when it happened Wednesday, we were like, oh, man, we got to kind of scramble to get Brandon ready to go. And so it was kind of, I think Brandon had 23 carries or something like that, but he also played defense. He also played special teams. And so in between that, Chad Rogers scored a touchdown. Jadarius Rogers scored. Braylon Bonds came in and gave us some solid carries as well. And so it was kind of running back by committee last week. And, Brady made really good decisions, throwing 2 touchdowns. And Kylan Gotti had a big catch on 3rd and long for us. So I was really, really proud of our guys going out and executing the way they did with such a short notice in our offensive game planning.
Another impressive aspect of the ball game against Canton is that the defense looks really good as well. Mm-hmm. And your defense is coming along very nicely. They're able to force turnovers this time.
Yes.
We were talking to Coach Benson last week, and he was saying that's his challenge to the team was being able to force turnovers in the next ball game. Got 2 interceptions on the game. Talk about this defense.
Our defense is I love seeing that. He told me we got down in the red zone. I think I went for it or we didn't convert. He's like, don't worry, Coach, we're about to get it right back. And they got it right back. Keeson Kendrick, I think, came up with an interception. Pat Joyner had an incredible play on the interception. They tried to run mesh route and wheeled the back out. And a lot of times guys in high school go to sleep on that. But Pat was very disciplined there. He stayed home. He dropped into coverage and made a great play on the ball and, almost scored a pick 6. So I'm happy for Pat. He's been working extremely hard, not just this summer, but throughout the offseason because he said, Coach, I want to play this year. I'm going to play. And, when he's able to make plays like that, guys able to make plays like that for him, it builds their confidence and it reinforces all that we're teaching and coaching as coaches. And also, I thought Amari Whalen was dominant up front, our defensive lineman. So that was a great game.
Yeah, and Colby George showed out in the ball game. He had 3 touchdowns, 2 reception touchdowns, as well as a kickoff return, which was very good as well. Kind of talk about him and his impact. He's a transfer in.
Yeah, well, Kobe was with us last year.
Oh, he was.
He was with us last season, and he didn't play very much, but we saw flashes. We knew his time was coming. Even over the summer, and I think I might have told you or someone after the game, we've seen flashes like that from him in practice. Yep. We've seen flashes like that from him with 7-on-7. We were just waiting for it to show up when the lights came on Friday, and what a better time for it to happen this Friday against Canton. The first time we called his number, he goes up and scores a touchdown in the end zone, and then a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then a 3rd down Brady gave him a chance, and he goes and catches the post down the middle. And so I'm really happy for Kobe. It's going to shoot his confidence through the roof, and that's what we need right now because he could be a utility-type player. Kobe plays defense. He could be special in a return game, and he's also an offensive player, so he can catch the football. And so if you got a guy like that on your team, it certainly helps you in terms of, putting yourself in position to win the game.
Another thing we noticed is, even in a good game like that, we saw you get animated over there on the sideline coaching up those guys, and especially after the missed extra point opportunities there.
Goodness.
But the thing is, Coach, is that we see you get animated. We know it's because of the expectations you have in this team. I mean, they're looking pretty good. You want them to get tightened up.
That's true.
For the later in the season.
That's true. I did get animated. Someone else told me they were watching the live stream. They said, I never, really seen you get like that. And I don't really try to get like that on game day because I know the players want to go out and perform well.
Yep.
They got their families in the stands. Their friends are there. It's the game. No one wants to mess up in the game, but when we practice stuff over and over and over and over again and getting them to do it the right way, and then we get in the game and we don't execute it, yes, that blows a fuse of mine. And, Nate Sullivan, he knows my expectation of him. He knows the expectations we have as a team of him. And so, he bounced back and, the rest of the game he was fine. So he's able to take some of that hard coaching. I always tell our coaches we want to be demanding but not demeaning to players. And so I think we do a good job of that.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys take on North Pike on Friday. So that will be live right here on the TSJW Network. It will be on the road again. From Southwest Community College, I do believe. Is that correct?
That's correct.
It still holds at the college, which is cool being able to play in that environment at a college stadium. Talk about that game coming up against North Pike. They've had a start that's not as good as you guys. You guys are coming in 2-0. They're coming in 0-2. Talk about this matchup.
Well, I know they're going to be hungry to get a win. I know they're going to come out. It's a home game for them. They're going to play us hard and give us their best shot. So we're not taking them for granted by any means necessary as coaches. And really, the mentality of our players has been, we got to put in the work. Yes, we're 2-0, but we got to focus on the process and do the things that helped us get to this point thus far. And, we had really tough practices Monday and Tuesday. Well, Tuesday and today was kind of a grind for us. Not so much physical today, but yesterday it was kind of physical practice. But I told the guys, we want to play to a standard, and we want to do the things through the week that'll give us a really good chance to have a whole lot of success on Friday. And so that's attention to detail, that's physical play up front, it's taking care of the football, not, hurting yourselves with self-inflicted penalties, pre-snap penalties, personal fouls, and things like that. And so I like the focus, of this team so far. And it's been a while. Man, it's been a long time since I've even been to Southwest. I think the last time I've been to Southwest, 2006, I was playing JUCO football, and they had grass, and so now it's completely different. Never been to North Pike High School, but North Pike is a 5A school in Summit, Mississippi, and they got some really solid players. They got a new head coaching staff, new coaching staff there, so they're trying to probably figure out their identity, but we know we got to go execute and play well on Friday to get a win.
Yes. Other than the win, obviously – every week you want to go 1-0, and this week is no different. Other than the win, what are your goals of what you want to see out of your team? What are some things that you have not liked from the past couple of weeks that you want to see different here on Friday?
Well, we definitely want to see the defense continue to get shutouts, get off the field on third down, and create turnovers. Offensively, we want to be able to run the football at will when we need to run it and when they know we got to run it. And I've been very pleased with Brady so far with his decision-making. We haven't thrown the ball a lot this year because our run game has been so well. But when we needed to throw it, we've been able to throw it. And I think that's the mark of a good team or a good offense. People talk about balance, but when you have to run it, and everybody know you need to run it and you can run it, and when you have to throw it and everybody know you need to throw it, you can still execute. I think that's the mark of a good team. And so, we want to try to score 35-plus points a game and have right at 400 yards total offense, and the defense want to pitch shutouts. And then in the special teams, last game, we gave up a kickoff return. We don't want that. We don't want to miss extra points, okay? But we did have a kickoff return for a touchdown. So we want special plays and special teams and not negative plays that hurt us.
Definitely. So any updates on any injuries, particularly Rondé Baker? I know that he missed last week. Any update on him?
He's questionable still at this point.
Yep.
He's questionable. He's going to therapy. He's doing some therapy, but as head coach, my job is to prepare the team to play on Friday, and we're prepared to play with or without him. We're Rondé is a guy that's a special talent from a physical standpoint. He is a man amongst boys when he's out there, even on the 6A level, and so we like for him to be healthy, but we do believe at the rate our offensive line is playing now, we can have success moving the football with either Brandon, Chad, Braylon Bonds, whoever's back there at running back. So, and then, pair that with the defense and the way they've been playing, we still feel confident.
And talk about Brandon Duplexes. I mean, he had a great ball game. He did well. He showed well for this football team. He's a sophomore, and he plays linebacker.
That's right.
His main position is linebacker for you guys right now. And but he looks like he's ready to take over running back whenever Rondé can't, and then into next year.
All right, yeah. He like I said, he came to us in the spring, and spring practice we saw, okay. And we saw some cuts and some physical, hard-nosed downhill runs, from Brandon. And, it's a testament to him. He's just a sophomore. And so, I'm sure, Friday will be real special to him. He's going back to play his former team in North Pike.
Wow.
And so he may even have family in the area. So he's a great young man. He works. He takes coaching. He's not entitled, and I always tell the players about, don't take the prima donna approach, and you talk to some of the older guys, they make jokes about it when I talk about it, but they certainly get what I'm saying when I talk to them like that in team meetings. And so, but I'm excited. I'm excited for him, and I'm glad he's with us. I think he fits in really, really well with our football team. So,
yes, folks, Friday night, the Terry Bulldogs will take on the North Pike Jaguars, and that will be right here live on the TSJW Network YouTube channel. It's down in Summit, Mississippi. And so, folks, check it out. We're going to be seeing our Bulldogs take the field once again. We'll step aside a little bit. We got a lot more guests here on the South 78 Football Show presented by Good Eatin. All right.
Brandon.
That's right. All right, I'm right here with Brandon Duplexes, sophomore linebacker and running back for this Terry Bulldogs football team. We were just talking with Coach Chris Thickpin about this young man right here. And Brandon, man, look, he had a great game last week. Stepping in at running back, go ahead and put that mic on and drop that mic down. Stepping in at running back with Rondé Baker out, and he did a great job. You're able to move the football well for this Terry team. Talk about that a little bit and stepping into that role.
When Rondé got hurt, I had to step up and do my job. I had to learn the plays because I was starting a linebacker, and I was a linebacker, and I was focusing on linebacker only, so I had to go to running back and do the plays and learn the plays.
Yeah, for sure. And I know that even though you did very well last week, I'm sure that training's continuing into this week, trying to catch up with all that, given the fact that you've been working that as linebacker. You also had reps as linebacker in the game against Canton as well. Talk about playing both sides of the ball. It's a lot of snaps.
Playing both sides of the ball, it's real tiring. I had to get some mustard because I was catching a lot of cramps. But I was doing this since I was in AAU, playing both sides of the ball, and it was natural.
Yeah, for sure. So, look, man, you take on North Pike on Friday, and I hear that that's your former school. So talk about that, playing against your former school, how that's going to be for you.
It's like a rival to me because, like, I came from the school, they let down on me, and God had put me to Terry, which I start now. And I just thank God for allowing me to come start a new journey.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's good to have you here. And listen, your team is looking good right now. 2-0 on the season. You're heading into week 3, taking on North Pike. Man, talk about the goals that you have in your mind for this football team.
The goals I have, I want to be one of the top sophomores this year, and I want us to go 10-0 and make it to the playoffs and go to the championship, get a ring. I don't want the seniors to leave and not be known. I want them to have a ring because on my senior year, I want to have a ring.
Absolutely. We appreciate you joining us, Brandon, and Brandon Duplexes. I'll say it right for the rest of the year, man.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you. Want to remind you, you just go ahead and stick it right there on that seat. You just put it down on that seat, and then hopefully Coach will get the next guest. But listen, this season on the South 78 Football Show, we're bringing it to you live from the Good Eatin right here in Byram, Mississippi. Trust us, you do not want to miss this good food. This is the burger spot Byram's been buzzing about. Catch the show, grab a bite, and see why Good Eatin is the real deal. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. This is the South 78 Football Show brought to you by Good Eatin. I'm right here with Micah White of the Terry Bulldogs, linebacker for this football team. Micah, listen, the defenses look great. That was the question mark this offseason with 9 starters leaving. You were among the guys that was getting a lot of time last year that remained. How does it feel to show that you guys are still a very stiff defense?
It's just great. We proved the haters wrong. They thought we was going to come in and be the weak point of the team, and, we just proved them wrong and only let up 7 points in 2 games. I mean, it's kind of good. Got our first shutout in Murrah and only let up 7 against Canton, so we're just trying to keep the momentum.
That's true, and the final score was 33-13, but one of them was on a kickoff return, so really only let 1 touchdown go defensively. Man, talk about the work with Coach Benson. I know Coach Benson told us last week right here on this show that his challenge to you guys was to force turnovers, and you guys forced 2 interceptions. Talk about that.
Our goal going into each game is just create turnovers and get the ball back to the offense, and we just try to do that every day. We work on turnover drills at practice, and we just implement the drill to the field during game.
You take on North Pike on Friday, another road game for you guys. Talk about that matchup, heading down to Summit to take on the Jaguars.
This is our first time playing North Pike, I think ever, and we just going to go out there and try to dominate and try to hold them to 0 because the standard is 0, so we're just going to try to hold them to 0.
Talk about this team and this defense, just what you're thinking about it. Has these last 2 games changed your outlook at all on what your defense is capable of?
No, sir. I already knew that we were the best going into each game, and I just got faith in my guys, and I just know what they are capable of, and I just know that they can perform at the high level that we expected to.
Michael, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you good? We're joined here by John Burse, offensive lineman here for the Terry Bulldogs. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. So talking with you right now, and this is John Burse, offensive lineman for the Terry Bulldogs. You guys are 2-0 on the season. And you guys up on the line have been able to create room and holes for your running backs. It was Rondé Baker the first week, and then last week it was Brandon Duplexes. You're also protecting Brady Busby very well, and this offense has been cooking so far this season. Talk about that. Talk about the work that you guys have put in to be able to protect these guys this well.
Yeah, we just go hard at practice every day. We just we work on what we need to do during it. Like we practice like the film, like watch film, and practice what we need to do against the defense, the team we playing next week, the week before.
And talk about being an offensive lineman, because it's one of those jobs that sometimes will go under the radar. But at the same time, it doesn't go under the radar when the offensive line messes up. So talk about that work on making sure that everything runs smoothly, because you got an offense that has a lot of talent, and you guys are doing a good job getting it done for them.
Yeah, I feel like offensive line one of the hardest positions on the field, but it really don't get a recognition. But I feel like at Terry we get a little bit of recognition, but I feel like we really the main part of the offense. If the offensive line not good, the whole offense not good. So, yeah.
What is your goal for this season for this football team?
I'm going to win state. Yeah.
And listen, I've heard that from all of you guys, and the thing is that this year you guys have a big opportunity to do that. You take on North Pike here on Friday. Talk about this matchup and how much you're looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I just want to take it one day at a time, one game at a time. This is my senior season, so I just want to make sure it's a good one to end off on.
John Burst, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, man.
That was John Burst right here on the South 78 Football Show, brought to you by Good Eatin. And we're ready for our next guest here on the show. Looks like we're going to have Colby George, who really showed out against Canton. He had 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns, as well as a kickoff return for a touchdown. Colby, we appreciate you joining us right here on the South 78 Football Show.
Appreciate it. How you doing?
Doing well. Good to have you. So, listen, last week you had a really big night, man. 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving, 1 kickoff return. Man, how did that feel to have that kind of success?
It felt good. Preparing all week for it. I told myself it was my time, and my time came.
Definitely. Talk about a kickoff return. For all of us who have not experienced that, returning the kickoff for a touchdown in a football game with a crowd watching you, how did that feel, man?
It felt good. I had 2. I seen while running, I had a lot of blocks, so I just had to take it. And I felt good. I hit the sideline. I was gone. I had to celebrate, caught a flag. But, yeah.
Now, okay, all right, let me ask you about this celebration, man. That looked painful, man. Look, it's turf.
Yeah.
It's turf. There's not much give to that, man, with the body splash in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that, because, the first touchdown landed on my back, and then my back was hurting. Then I did that. I don't know why I did it. I had to do something.
Oh, yeah, man. But, listen, entertaining, man. Entertaining for sure. And you caught a long one from Brady Busby. That's the one you're talking about that you landed on your back. Listen, great connection with your quarterback. It's an impressive throw and an impressive catch against 2 defenders.
Yeah, it was a long play. Me and Brady, we stay after practice. I talk about how I want the ball and stuff, just great chemistry with the quarterback.
And talk about, because another thing that people don't talk about much is work with your fellow receivers. You got Braden Gibson as well on the receiving core for this team. Talk about how you guys work together, because sometimes one's taking on the attention and the other one's getting the ball. Talk about that a little bit.
I think this week everybody was planning on to stop him and not knowing about me. And that's why I'm glad about our team. We have receivers that people don't know about. They can do a lot and showcase a lot of their skills. And then we like to talk a lot about the game plan and how we want things, and that's it.
Definitely communication's a big thing there. You head into this week, you take on North Pike on the road. Talk about that game.
I feel like we had a great preparation. Coach Thickpin got us up here. I just feeling good about this week. Want to go for 5 this week.
Oh, for sure. Listen, you're always pushing for more success here. Colby George, we appreciate you joining us right here on the South 78 Football Show, presented by Good Eatin.
Thank you.
Yep. So we're supposed to have another guest here on the show. We're going to be joined by Keeson Kendrick. He got an interception last week against Canton, a big interception for this Terry Bulldogs football team. I think this is your first time on our show, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Keeson Kendrick, appreciate you joining us. And Keeson plays on both sides of the football, and of course you got an interception in the game last Friday against Canton. Take us through that moment, getting that interception. I know there's got to be a burst of energy when you get that done.
The play before it, my coach told me, he set me up for the position. He told me the exact play that they was gonna run. He told me to go over there. He told us man up, and he called the play before it happened. So when they snapped the ball and I seen the ball go in the air and it tipped out the receiver hand, I just got in a position to make the play.
Definitely. Continue to talk about this leadership from Coach Benson. I could tell from all you guys on the defense that you guys have a lot of respect for him as a coach. I know that was his challenge to you guys last week was to force turnovers. You guys got 2, including the interception that you got. Talk about his leadership as defensive coordinator.
Coach Benson, he's an amazing coach. He pushed us throughout the week, grind every day, just work hard. He wanted us running to the ball, everybody, all 11, just hustling to the ball, punching at the ball once we get there, creating turnovers. And the standard is 0 every week, and we know we lit up 7 points on the defense last week. So we just been working all week trying to get better and just trying to hope we don't make that mistake this week and hold them to 0 again this week.
Listen, you guys, that was the big concern going into this season is you guys lost 9 defensive starters last year. You guys look great so far this year. You've only let 1 touchdown go on you guys as the defense. Obviously, there was the kickoff return as well. Just talk about that. Talk about, just that motivation that you guys wanted to get out there and show that you guys are going to be a strong defense this year.
Well, before the season started, Coach Benson told us that everybody was saying that the defense was going to be the weak point of the team. And, we just wanted to have Coach Benson back. He had faith in us. So, as a coach, we just got to have faith in him and trust that the game plan going to work. And as long as we go out there and do our jobs, the game going to go how we want it to go. And that's how it's been going so far. We just got to keep working and don't put our heads down and just keep working to get better.
Good to talk to you, Keeson. Keeson Kendrick of the Terry Bulldogs. Oh, yeah. They've been looking good, Coach. We're right here with Coach Tyrone Haley, coaching defensive backs for this Terry Bulldogs football team. We appreciate you joining us.
Thanks.
And we were just talking about this defense and how much, as Bulldog fans, we've been loving seeing how this defense has been playing. 9 starters gone from last year. You had to rebuild it. You guys had to rebuild it there, defensive coaches, and it looks like you guys have done a great job of it, and it's only the beginning of the season.
Yes, those guys started back last year when the season ended. We knew we were going to have to replace a lot of key people off that last year's defense, especially in the secondary. So Coach Benson kind of tucked up his sleeves and went to work and put together a couple packages, and we started working the guys, and they bought into the system. They work hard every day, starting last year all the way through the off season, through summer camp, and now we're beginning to kind of reap the benefits. We still got a lot of work to do, but those guys are hungry. They listen, they play hard, and they just buy into the system. And it's been amazing to watch it come together.
Yeah, so Coach Benson was on the show last week, and he said that a challenge to the team, challenge to the defense, was to force turnovers.
Yes.
And you guys forced 2 turnovers, got 2 interceptions in the ball game. Talk about that.
It's just that, we strive on creating turnovers. We set a standard of 0 points and so many turnovers per game when we set our team goals. And last week it's just happened that Coach Benson called the right thing at the right time, and those guys were in the right position. And basically that's the thing about this group. They listen, and they kind of go out and execute kind of the way we kind of draw it up, and a lot of times it works in our favor.
And that's good to see. So this week, you guys take on North Pike on the road. In North Pike, their start to the season hasn't been quite as good as you guys' start to the season. They're 0-2 on the year. How do you keep these guys hungry? Because the thing is, those first 2 games, the Dogs looked hungry. How do you keep those Dogs hungry this week?
Well, we take it one game at a time, and we tell them the next one is in the way of where we're trying to go. So we don't look past anybody. We don't overlook anybody. We just take it week to week. And the next opponent, we focus on those guys, and we just take it, like I say, one game at a time.
What are some things you've seen that you want to tighten up moving forward?
Basically, sometimes we get caught looking in the backfield instead of, missing assignments, instead of, reading the keys that we tell them, and just a little bit of stuff that we think we can tweak. And we know those are growing pains. And hopefully we'll kind of see a difference this week.
For sure. Coach Haler, we appreciate you joining us.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Right here on the South 78 Football Show, live from the Good Eatin in Byram, Mississippi. That was Coach Tyrone Haley of the Terry Bulldogs. Bulldogs 2-0 on the season. They'll take on North Pike coming up on Friday. Zach Grady of the Terry Bulldogs right here with us on the South 78 Football Show. So, man, look, you guys are looking good. You guys on the offensive line have done a great job protecting and creating holes for this Terry Bulldogs offense. Man, talk about the work that you guys have put in to get ready for this season and just how happy you've been with the results thus far.
We worked hard. We spent most of our summer at football practice. We worked really hard from early at 7 o'clock in the morning to noon. We work every day, almost every day. We see each other all the time. It builds a brotherhood. We work hard, not only in the weight room, we work hard watching film. And I'm very satisfied with the results we had thus far.
Yeah. Definitely. So, and you guys just came off of a great win over Canton on the road. And the thing is, too, is the way that you guys beat them, you beat them like we were just supposed to beat them from the beginning, you know what I mean? And you're talking about a good team. I mean, that Canton team's a good team, and you beat them on the road. The only time that Terry and Canton had ever played, Canton won. And so this time was different, obviously. Man, talk about how you guys went into that game. You were missing Rondé Baker, who had scored 5 touchdowns the week before, so that's a major part of the offense. But you guys showed that this offense is plenty versatile.
I think that with the loss of Rondé, we didn't really lose much because we still had our O-line, and I feel like that's what really makes a running back be able to do what they do. And we still had our defense. We had all our defense was able to stop them from scoring, and I think that really helped us to win.
Yeah, and it would be good to see him come back, too, just because of, listen, the line looks great. And, but, man, and Brandon Duplexes did a great job at running back. But, listen, if you're able to run both of those guys and then you're able to keep both of them fresh, it would be good to see for sure. Now, you guys take on North Pike on Friday. And North Pike, it's the next team on the list. You guys haven't played North Pike, so don't have experience playing against them. Talk about that game. Preview that game for us.
As we haven't played North Pike before, we spent a lot of time watching film.
Yeah.
I know today and yesterday especially, we spent a lot of time from an O-line standpoint, we spent a lot of time watching what the D-line does, studying, making sure we were prepared to go against a team we have never played before.
Yes, and so, listen, what is your goal for this football team for this season? Because you guys look good so far.
My goal for this football season is to play well, execute, dominate up front always, and make it to the championship and win.
Zach, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Right here on the South 78 Football Show, you're seeing a lot of good interviews, players on this Terry Bulldogs football team. And so next up, list. So, man, what's your name, man?
Preston Grady.
Preston Grady?
Yes, sir.
And so, and you're a freshman?
Yes, sir.
Freshman. Preston Grady right here on the Terry Bulldogs freshman team. And listen, man, just want to ask you a little bit. I know that you guys have been playing games. Just how have you felt that this season's gone for you guys so far?
I mean, we 0-3 and stuff. We got the players to be a 3-0 team, but our teamwork is like 0-3. So if we put it together, we could turn it around. But now it's just.
And I know you guys play some tough competition. I mean, didn't you guys just finish playing Brandon, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, playing some real tough competition, some huge schools there. Talk about playing some of these tough teams and how that builds you guys up.
I mean, when we played the tough teams, we had a lot of mistakes, and I think we should come out and learn from our mistakes, and we should do better.
Yeah, for sure. And when you're trying to strive for better and trying to tighten things up, just talk about the discipline that requires. And I know that you guys are hitting it hard.
I mean, come out harder in practice, have a different mindset, and turn things around.
Yeah, for sure. Man, talk about your football journey, because you're here as a freshman now, and listen, you got a lot of years to go as well playing football. Tell us about your background in football.
Well, I played a little league, and then I started like middle school football, 7th grade, and I just learned stuff. I still need to learn some more stuff for real.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you joining us, man, right here on the South 78 Football Show. Appreciate you joining us. All right, we're being joined here by Tyler Osborne, backup quarterback for this Terry Bulldogs football team. And, man, look, I know that, listen, you're waiting in the wings, man, and you're playing at backup quarterback. Man, talk about being on this team, and this is a team that's doing very well this year. Talk about your role with this squad.
I just feel like what I'm doing right now is just stepping in when I need to and just, watching the starting quarterback so I can be ready whenever my name's called.
Definitely, and just kind of talk about the focus, because listen, as a backup, you got to be ready. You got to be ready at any time, because you hope that that Brady's able to stay healthy and be out there the whole time. But you have to be ready for whatever happens. Talk about that and just having to stay ready.
Really can't slack off at all because Brady can go down at any time. So I'm gonna just have to be ready whenever coach need me, and just stay prepared at all times.
Yeah, no, you definitely hope that doesn't happen as far as like him going down. But, of course, you always want to be ready. Then talk about off-season work, because obviously in the off-season you want to be ready to even start if you have to. You know what I mean? Talk about the work that you put in.
I feel like I put in a lot of work. I feel like I got stronger, because one of my lacks was like the deep ball, but now I feel like I can get it out there and I've been working on my pocket movement and just reading the defense.
Definitely. Man, we appreciate you joining us, Tyler, right here on the South 78 Football Show. So we're going to be joined by Caleb Stamps here of the Terry Bulldogs. Caleb Stamps, appreciate you joining us, man.
Yes, sir.
So, Caleb, look, you're on this Terry Bulldogs football team, doing well so far, 2-0 starting to the season. How you feeling about this team start?
It's feeling good. We just got to put all our effort into it, make big plays so we can blow any team out and set the standard 0 point.
Yeah, and so, look, so far, so good. Raymond and Murrah and Canton wins in those ball games. Now you take on North Pike. What you thinking about this North Pike team?
I feel like it ain't no struggle with us. We just go in there and dominate. We can't get too big-headed, though, because
that's right.
We just got to dominate and do our best like we'll play any other team.
What do you think this team can do this season? Because, listen, this team's looking pretty good right now, and this is a good opportunity for this program.
I feel like we can go to the state championship, go to Mississippi State, dominate any time we play, blow them out. That's all.
And that's what we like to see. Yeah. Appreciate you joining us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Caleb Stamps right here with us. Aiden Smythe right here with us. Aiden, appreciate you joining us.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, man. Look, so this team's doing very well right now. You can move that seat just forward just a little bit here.
Of course.
And Aiden, we appreciate you joining us. So look, this team's starting off nicely, 2-0 on the season, man. How do you feel when you're watching this team out there?
Man, I feel amazing. It's a very good thing to see because coming from where it was last year, we're just trying to help me get to the playoffs, trying get that ball, and of course, it's just an amazing feeling. Being 2-0. Starting 2-0, dominating the teams that, we've been playing. And hopefully, it continue, this Friday against North Pike.
Definitely. And, you take on North Pike this week. Just kind of preview that game for us for this team.
North Pike, honestly, I think just generally we're going to dominate them just up front. I feel like we're not only the better team coming into this game, But I just feel like physically, mentally, we just got the players for this game.
You guys have seemed very hungry from the beginning of the season.
Yes, of course, there was a lot of talk during the off season, during the summer. A lot of people saying we wasn't going to be the best, wasn't going to be physical, wasn't going to be good. But as you see, we're proving the haters wrong every single game. Of course, first game 47-0 against Merle, 33-13 against Ken, and we coming to North Pike hopefully to blow them out even more.
And definitely wanting to see that happen right here. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Please check that out on Friday night. But my last question for you, man, what do you think this team can accomplish this season?
Honestly, like I said, I think this team can accomplish a lot. Again, honestly, hopefully a perfect season, perfect record. I'm seeing just domination. I'm seeing the playoffs. I'm dreaming big with this team because the Bulldogs, I just feel like being a Bulldog just means so much to me. I feel like we're going to do a lot of things good this year, or good this season.
Definitely. Aiden, we appreciate
you
being on the show. South 78 football show right here. You got to be fired up after you hear from Aiden right there. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. This is the South 78 football show brought to you by Good Eatin. I'm Trellis Williams, your host, and we're going to have another interview here with a Byram Bulldog right here. And what's your name, man?
Boone.
Who's that?
Jabraylin Boone. What's up?
Jabraylin Boone.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you joining us. Listen, you're on this Byram Bulldogs team, and you guys have been doing well. How did you guys do this week?
We did great, honestly. The discipline part, I feel like we did excellent at that. And coming out as the win as a team and going 3-0 for Byram for the past, years now, I feel like we're doing good.
And who did you guys play?
Brandon Middle School.
So you guys beat Brandon. And so, see, folks, this Byram Bulldogs team, they've been doing very well. They beat Germantown. You guys beat Clinton and Brandon.
Yes, sir.
That's very impressive. Those are all 7A programs. So, listen, man, talk about how you guys have been working. I know you guys have been putting in a lot of work. You had to be doing this well.
The work we put in over the summer, I feel like that we won over the summer about the discipline, all the things we doing, the play raisers, the bear crawling, all that stuff to be disciplined. I feel like we came on top with that and not giving up throughout the end of the day, because the overtimes they had came out, but we managed to pull through and take the dub.
Talk about how Coach McGee's been coaching. Talk about his coaching style. I know that he's been keeping you guys grounded and ready to go for the next game and hungry for the next game. Talk about him.
His coaching style is honestly built off to making us more disciplined and making amends for the future. He don't want us to go down the wrong path, but when we mess up, he don't want us to have our head downs or nothing like that. He just wants us to focus on the next play and put your mindset from going forward.
Appreciate you joining us, man.
Yes, sir.
It's the South 78 football show. Got Gavin Mitchell joining us. He's also from the Byram Bulldogs. It's good to have him with us. So, Gavin, listen, you guys have been doing well. 3-0 on the season. And you guys beat Germantown, Clinton, and Brandon. Very impressive start to the year. Talk about that. Take us through how that's been.
It just been hard work and dedication, all the hard work we put in this summer to dedicate us to win and become 3-0. And we played as a team, but we just got to fix a little part, being more disciplined and listen what Coach got to say, got to tell us to make sure we win our games.
You guys must be very confident right now. I know that confidence has to be building. Talk about that a little bit, because you guys are playing with confidence.
Yeah, we playing with confidence because we know the coaching staff we have, because we know our coach is going to put us in the right position we need to be to make sure we win our games and make sure we go to the championship.
Definitely. Gavin, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
It's the South 78 football show. What's your name, man?
Christian Taylor.
Christian Taylor is joining with us right now. And Christian, been talking to some of your teammates here. You guys have started off 3-0, very impressive, especially with the teams that you guys have beaten in the last weeks. Talk about how it's been feeling to be able to get those wins.
It been good. It been real good.
Like, we beat them teams. It just, like, the program getting better. We're doing better as a team. We disciplined now. And
Yeah.
It's just been good.
Listen, this Byram Bulldogs team has been a very big story. 3-0 start. Talk about the coach. You got Coach McGee coaching you guys. It's his first year coaching at Byram. 3-0 start, and I know that you guys have been hungry to win.
Coach McGee, he the top, like, he a good coach. He got us disciplined as a team. Got our brotherhood good. He made us care about each other. And he's just a good coach.
Christian, thank you for joining us. It's the South 78 Football Show. All right, what's your name? Who's that?
Amara Taylor.
Amari Taylor?
Amara.
Amara? So Amara Taylor is joining with us. Tatum. Okay, Amara Tatum. All right. Good to have you with us right here on the South 78 Football Show. And I know that this team has been doing well, a 3-0 start to the season. Take us through this start. Just take us through this start.
Coach McGee, he been disciplining us, preparing us over the summer for the game, and teaching us how to be prepared for the outside of football and stuff like that, and build us up.
Yeah, listen, the three games that you guys have won, all impressive wins against Germantown, against Clinton, as well as Brandon. Those are tough opponents. Talk about the mentality that you guys have had to beat those teams.
It was our mindset that Coach McGee put us through, and we were just being a team to help us win.
Definitely. And talk about the leadership from Coach McGee, because you guys have done very well.
He's been putting us through a lot of good things, and we've been disciplined. Like today, we just had conditioning because we weren't disciplined at the game. It was dog fights, but Coach McGee put us through it because we were one big bulldog.
Definitely. Good to speak with you here, the South 78 Football Show. I think we're going to have Coach Rod McGee joining us. I think this will wrap it up after this, but we got Coach McGee with us right now. And, Coach, listen, what I hear is that you guys win again.
Yeah.
3-0 on the year. I mean, listen, so, Coach, you guys beat Germantown, you guys beat Clinton, and now you beat Brandon. What a start.
Tremendous start. Just to piggyback on the game yesterday, I told the kids today in practice, I was just like, you remember that game the rest of your life. Due to the fact how the game went, we had highs and then there was lows. And in that game, I'm still in belief. But I told them they won the game in the summer.
Yeah.
The hard work that we put in the summer, that's when we won the game.
Coach, I mean, you know, the thing is that obviously you're doing a good job coaching these guys, and you got some talented young men that are playing here. But just talk about the discipline that they have to show to beat teams like this, bigger schools, Coach, than where you guys are. Bigger.
We started off slow defensively. We got hit in the mouth fast and early, and we just responded. Going down in hell, we was down 8, and I just told the guys, you got to have that want to. You got to have that heart. Or the dog mentality that we've been preaching all summer. And I had to just remind them when we was doing the overhead squats, the overhead plates, the 6 inches, the tiger pulls, the board drill. We won that game back then. We didn't win that game yesterday. We won that game in the summer of week 2. And I just showed them a video today. I wish I could show it on here. And I had told them we came a long way, and that's how we won the game. As far as the discipline, it's not where it need to be, but it's getting there. I be having to remind myself sometimes that these are still pre-teenage kids.
Yeah.
These are still pre-teenage kids. So I'm hard on them, but I know what they can do when they go to the next level. So that's why I'm so hard on them. And it's just not males on the team. I got a female on the team too.
Yeah. And I definitely noticed that for sure. And so my last question for you is that moving forward, I mean, you got to keep these guys, grounded because, listen, that's a great start. And you know that they know it's a great start. Just how do you keep them focused on that next game to keep winning?
We have a mindset, a 1-0 mindset every week. So on we play the game on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we put that game behind us. We getting ready for Pearl right now. Pearl on the clock. And that's just the mindset we have every week. We got to go 1-0 every week. We don't really care about being 3-0. We want to be 1-0 each week.
Definitely. Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
And I think that I have to check with Coach Thickpin here. And so I think that will be it for us right here on the South 78 Football Show. Presented by Good Eatin. I'm Trellis Williams, your host. On Friday night, the Terry Bulldogs will be headed down to Summit to take on the North Pike Jaguars. They're 0-2 so far. The Terry Bulldogs are 2-0 on the season. We're looking forward to that ball game. Coverage will begin at 6:45 with the kickoff at 7. Join us right here on the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and share. And if you're joining us on Facebook, we appreciate you. Give us a follow. I'm Trellis Williams. We out. All right.